Hi, everybody. It's Paul again. I keep getting a few questions especially for new YouTubers who are small or really haven't really gotten started yet. Is it worth doing a YouTube channel? And to be straight up and honest with you, if it's something that you're normally doing already or something that you really have a passion for, sure, it's really good. A lot of folks love to see your different aspects on different things. Will you make a lot of money? No, I don't think so anyway. I do my YouTube channel, which is Georgia Lottery Scratch-Offs, and they are based upon what I enjoy doing, and it's something that I do. I also do e-waste, but I really haven't done any on this channel. And a lot of folks are like, well, you see these big YouTubers making a lot of money and making it and doing this. They are there. They make okay money. Some bigger folks make a lot of money. But starting out, most of them are just like me and were just like you, not trying to find the content to use and what to do with their channel. I've been doing the Georgia Lottery Scratch-Offs for, roughly, I can look right now and tell you, I want to say at least 2 years, but I can go back into my entire lifetime and I can see when I picked up and started around January of 2008, and I'll turn it around so you guys can see on my my screen here. This is right when I started. Was right around here, and that's just kind of the way that I've picked up and carried over. But that's just one piece of it. A lot of people ask this question, how do you do? This is the last 28 days, and I have some ups, I have some downs. The more you add to your account, the more you do. Oops, kind of want to get it centered so you guys can see it a little better. Because the thing is, guys, I'm not scared to show you guys this. Really doesn't make me anything one way or the other. I get around 2,000 views. These are 2,000 hours views. This is per hour. This is pretty much over. The typical range, as it shows on the bottom, is around for my size of page, is between 14 and 19K hours. The average watch time per hour is between 888 and 1200, so I'm above on that. This is why when I ask so much, I'm hard on wanting subscriptions, and I want to keep this. I'm in average, but I would love to be above average the more I get. As you guys probably have known, I mean, you look over here, and this was in the last 48 hours I've gotten this. And I can tell when I drop a video or I do something, this will usually spike. And I did like a 3-minute test for going live around this time, and I got a nice little spike, and some folks then stayed on those and checked that out. So my reach on this is usually average about 8,000. You can tell when as I said, you can tell when I do a video and when I don't, and then boom, I'll do a video, then I'll do another video, and it'll spike, then it'll drop. It's got the ups and downs, and then I'll do another video, and this was as of March 29th, so it tells my traffic. One of the things that I like to track is how I'm getting tracked, which is Google search through Gmail. And, you hear me ask these questions of, share with all your social media and stuff like that. And this is the reason why, is I want you guys, because the more shares through your social media is with your reach and also with your engagement. Going through, and it shows within the last 28 days what my biggest watched video is. Now, if I take this and I go over here and go into lifetime, this will all change and go into different breakdowns of, like, I've got 5,200 plus hours watched, and that's my top video. And then the second is really not too far behind. I like being able to break it down. I like staying within the 28 days. My audience, unique views, average view per viewer, which is about how long it takes, and the subscribers. I'm a little bit down from where I have been before, but this is the biggest thing, and a lot of folks don't pay this any attention, but I do. 70% of the folks that are watching my videos have not subscribed, and this is why I definitely ask, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscription button. That's the biggest push, because when you're subscribed, you definitely have a better onslaught of people. Now, until you hit 1,000 views and you get, or 1,000 subscribers, and you get your 4,000 view set, where it was showing 20,000 on the outreach here, this should say at least 4K before you'll be able to become able to start making money, and then you have to go through this session to make sure that they do it. My average is male, but I know I've got female because I get a lot of female responders as well. But you can see where my average age is. It's really between the 25 and 64 range, so that's where I will put most of my target audience. Not to say that I won't try and talk to the youngers, and I definitely am going to also talk to my 65 plus, because I know I have them and I know that they listen to me. But I definitely want you guys to know that I'm targeting you guys for the most part. And I want to make sure you also know most of my stuff comes out of the U.S. But the funny thing is, if you go to Lifetime and then see more, I have a pretty big run with the total versus, but most of it again is United States. But I have United Kingdom, Italy, Canada, France. I've got some Australia. I definitely love seeing all of this, where everybody, this kind of wakes you up and shows how far of a reach that you got on just what you're doing. So if I use a person who's going to do makeup or something like that, and you want to do that type of content, that might be perfect, because if you do that type of content and you roll it over, you're going to be able to make more money. And then on top of that, you'll also be able to give tips and tricks and stuff like that. So that allows you there. But here's probably what everybody's wanting to see is this. So, as I said, I'm not, this is my playback for, on average, for 28 days. For every 1,000 views that I see, I make $10.11 in a lifetime. But that's on a lifetime. On a 28-day scale, it's really about $7 because it fluctuates. Well, $8. We're really close to $8. This is what I've made in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Obviously, I should have read it. I've really never broken any kind of records. Like if you go to some of your more bigger YouTubers, they'll sit and they'll say, oh, we did this or we did that, and they may have. And this is just for me. This is what I like to do. This here, I put every dime I get from this back into scratch-offs. And the reason why I do it is for the content, for you guys. I don't do it for the money. I do it so that I can continue to roll it over and roll it over and roll it over to get more content. Eventually, maybe, if I get bigger and I start growing and I start turning these from $95 to $1,000 or $10,000 a month or something of that nature as I get bigger, I'm growing. But remember what I said. As a YouTuber, you don't make a lot of money in the beginning especially. But let me show you this. And this is one of the things that a lot of folks need to understand. Remember I told you I've been doing this since 2008 or 2018. My total overall revenue, let's see, is about this right here. You take this and premium together and add those two, that's what you will see on a breakdown. That's my total there between these two for a lifetime. Now, granted, I go back all the way to 2009, and that's because I've had a channel but I never utilized it. I didn't know I accidentally created it back then, not knowing what I had. And if you follow it and keep following it, you can see nothing's done until about well, actually, no, around July, or around here's when I about started on videos. But this is when I started making money. So if I go into just videos and lifetime, you'll see around a little farther back, I guess. I was wrong, so 17. Oh, these are all. It's probably started right about here, which was around. I just call it January and just kind of call it a day. January 2018, and then we pick up and just explode. And probably didn't start making money until June of 2019, which all this back here did not get paid. I did not get anything paid on. Now, anything that is, if you go back and watch my content from back then, I get paid on it because I went back and turned everything on for it to be able to. But that initial explosion, especially like with this one here, with my this video where I won pretty big, and then this one and this one, these videos have a lot of watch time. And when somebody if I had 1,000 people watching them, that's how much I would make per video. You get this one. The funny story behind this one is the one that I have video in the claimer really doesn't show up in here. My claimers, I don't even think it's up here yet. I think it's still way down here somewhere. So if not, I'm missing it, and it's not a big deal. There it is. I'm sorry. That's my claimer that I've got on video that I done back in, I think it was May. Yeah, May 4th. I got the claimer. And you can go into individual and see what it does. See, it was a big spike when it first happened, and then drops, and it just kind of picks up here, there, here, there, here, there. Get some that no days, and 6 and 5 and 6 and 5. And like within the last 48 hours, one person, 1, 1, 1, and 1. So 5 people's watched it in the last 48 hours, which is cool. So, and then it tells you how it was done. It was a suggestion, or it was browsed. So most of them are set up as suggestions. So, and again, that's just one video compared to all videos. So, anyway, everyone, wanted to kind of give you that content so you guys can understand, is it a good idea to be a YouTuber? I don't do anything extra. I should. This is a side hustle. Really the best way to put it. I don't do it for the money. Again, I do it because I'm doing it anyway, and I like to entertain. So, for everyone who wants to do it, if you go in with the full expectations of making lots of money, it's not going to, you're going to be disappointed, especially in the beginning. But if you persist, you continue. I know a few of my compadres that I deal with, or that I watch myself, has gotten to the point that they were ready to quit. They were ready to give up. They didn't see anything out of it. They were immediately getting started. And then something happened. Somewhere along the lines, they either become monetized, or they watched a video like this and understood, hey, this is what I got to do. I got some great advice from a YouTuber who's been doing this for a while. And I emailed him and said, hey, what kind of advice do you give? Can you give somebody trying to get started? And he kind of told me the same things that I've been telling you, but the thing that he told me here was to make sure you are recording at least 3 times a week. Best to do it once a day. And the once a day for him was a 3 to 5 minute video, which was great for him. But of course, I started reading other folks. I got into some of the bigger, higher end YouTubers, and they were asked these same questions. And they said the exact same thing. But they said other things too. They said the average YouTube video should be between 10 and 25 minutes. I might go over on this one. But the reason being is the attention span. What I'm doing now is more of a blogger style. And some folks like bloggers, some folks don't. I personally don't. But I like doing this type of stuff to talk to you guys and help pass what knowledge that I have over, to you. I don't have a fancy camera. Truth be told, I'm doing this on a camera, on a smartphone. My computer, nothing fancy. It's not touchscreen. It's more of a basic computer. My editing, I really don't. If I yawn in my video, I yawn in my video. If something goes off like that, it goes off like that. It's not something that I personally do. Now, as I got bigger, and if I wanted to go into more elaborate details of things and all of that, then yeah, I might start doing more editing. I'll be able to spend the money on the editing programs. But for me, I personally like more of the straight on talk. Sometimes I'll freeze, sometimes because I'm sitting here thinking of what to do. And it's like a conversation. It's not, for me, and stuff like that. So, making these videos, for me, is mostly, if not all, fun for me. It's all fun. Helps me relax. I'm able to express myself in a relaxed environment. The other thing a lot of YouTubers have told me, and I've watched videos on, is about the language. I can curse like a sailor. I'm not going to question it, not going to say it, but I watch myself. And I make sure I don't do that if at all possible. Now, I get a big claimer, or I get a big, and I might slip and say a small bad word or something. I might go in and edit it. I most likely won't. And the reason why I don't do a lot of the cursing and stuff like that in it is based upon the analytics. Because if you have a lot of cursing in it, advertisers don't want you. And they will look at it, and it's how it's deemed. They don't want that content. And I mean, like with my kids will want like watching these unboxings for toys, and unboxing for food, and unboxing for other little items. And these are based for children. And these creators make good money at what they're doing. And trust me, I've thought about doing that on a separate page, but I just don't have the time. I have a real job. I love my job. I'm able to do this between my real job and this after work or before work. Post it to YouTube pretty quickly. And that's what we like to do. So, or what I like to do. I don't know about we, but what I like to do. So, easiest thing to ask is, if you like the video, if you like the information, please send a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, most of my channel is not like this. It's mostly the scratch off. Look at it, but like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. All those asks aren't because we want them, because it bases everything on where we set up on analytics, and also where we set up on stuff to be set up as suggestions. So that's why we do it. As I said, I continue to yawn. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a wonderful day.